Have you ever wondered what the real price of success is? Not the kind you see on social media, all filtered and glamorous, but the kind that actually transforms, that pushes your limits, and redefines what you thought was possible. True success comes at a high cost. The cost of pain, frustration, and pushing through limits. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing that the road to success is fast and obstacle-free. But the truth is, real success demands a hard journey. And more than that, it demands persistence. Persisting when the world tells you to stop. Persisting when every sign points to the end. That's when you'll discover strength you didn't even know you had. It's not about never falling. It's about getting up even stronger when you do fall. That's the real key to victory. Change is an inevitable fact of life, but there's something in us that insists on resisting it. Have you ever stopped to think about how much resisting change has been sabotaging your progress? The truth is, you're running away from what could actually push you forward. Every time you cling to the comfort of what you already know, you're distancing yourself from the opportunity for real growth. Yeah, it's tough. I get it. Every day, your mind will remind you how much easier it'd be to just keep doing the same things. But here's the hard and necessary truth. Change is where the real growth happens. The best versions of ourselves aren't the ones that never face challenges, but the ones who learned how to adapt and overcome. Embracing change doesn't mean settling for mediocrity. It means understanding that it's the engine of progress. You won't grow if you keep doing the same old things. You won't reach your goals if you stay stuck in the past or with what's familiar. The discomfort that change brings is what drives evolution. The key to overcoming this is starting to see change not as something to fear, but as an opportunity. Every change, no matter how small, could be a chance to learn something new about yourself, to develop new skills, to reach new goals. For that, you need to accept that your current situation isn't your final destination. So, let me ask you, what are you leaving behind just because you're afraid of change? What could you achieve if you decided to embrace the new, the unknown, instead of running from it? Have you ever noticed how nature never resists change? It just adapts. And that's the secret. While you spend your life fighting against what you can't control, nature just moves on. You're losing that battle of resistance when you could be winning by adapting. You think you can control everything? You can't. And that's something you need to accept if you really want to grow. The secret isn't trying to control every little detail or holding on to what you have today. The secret is adapting smartly, understanding that every change brings with it the chance to become stronger. Resistance is exhausting. It takes an enormous amount of energy, and in the end, it just leaves you tired and frustrated. Adapting, on the other hand, requires flexibility, wisdom, and mental strength. You're not bowing down, you're evolving. You're being smarter, more strategic. Think about the people you consider resilient. They're not the ones who've never faced struggles. They're the ones who, when life punched them in the gut, got back up and adjusted their course. These people didn't fight the current. They adjusted to the flow, always moving, always growing. If you're not evolving, it's because you're trying to fight against something you can't control. Instead of wasting all your energy resisting, why not try adapting? What would you need to do right now, in this moment, to change your perspective on what's happening around you? You're afraid of your limitations, aren't you? That thought that tells you that you can't do something because you don't have the skills, time, or resources. It's normal, but it's also a lie. Because limitations aren't about what you have or don't have, they're about how you see yourself. Every limitation is a mental construct. Sometimes you don't even know where it comes from, but it's there, paralyzing you, telling you what you can't do. And the craziest thing is that you believe it. Like it's true. But here's the big issue. You're not who you think you are. You're way stronger, more capable, more intelligent than you realize. And the limitations you put on yourself are the only thing stopping you from achieving something extraordinary. What's harder, pushing past your limits or staying stuck in them? The truth is, staying stuck in them is what'll slowly destroy you. It's not the external limitations that hold you back. It's the ones you accept as absolute truths about yourself. Have you ever noticed that the best people in any field are the ones who've overcome the belief that they couldn't do something? They don't have any special skills. They just decided they could, even when the world said they couldn't. They faced their own demons, their insecurities, and they keep pushing forward. So, tell me, are you going to keep accepting these limitations? Or are you going to start breaking down the walls within you to become the true leader of your own life? Talking about change is easy. Everyone talks about transformation, about reaching goals, about being better. But the truth is, for anything to truly change in your life, it takes more than good intentions. Real transformation comes with action. It's not just about planning, dreaming, or thinking about big changes. Action, daily execution, is what will actually take you from point A to point B. You want change? Then stop waiting for motivation to get started. Motivation comes and goes. What sticks, what really drives progress, is discipline. The discipline to do what's necessary, no matter how you feel. Sounds simple, right? But in practice, a lot of people quit before they see results. Why? Because they don't understand that constant action, even in the small things, is what creates real transformation. You're not going to transform overnight. Real transformation happens gradually, in small steps. And each step is a victory. But every step requires action. Action that goes beyond words, plans, and promises. Imagine the impact you could have if you committed to a small step forward every single day. It doesn't have to be a giant leap, just consistent action every day. That's going to build up, and when you least expect it, you'll be in a totally different place. So, tell me, are you going to keep dreaming and talking about change? Or are you going to start acting and making real transformations happen? When you decide to walk the path of transformation, the first thing that's going to happen is obstacles will show up. They always do. And the truth is, many people will quit as soon as the first obstacle appears. Many will think life's telling them this isn't for you, or you're not capable, and they'll give up. But here's the secret: obstacles aren't signs that you should stop. They're just tests. Tests to see how serious you are about reaching your goals. Because life isn't going to give you what you want without testing your determination, strength, and courage. The question is simple. You can either let obstacles define you, or you can let them make you stronger. Everyone faces difficulties. Everyone has challenges. But only a few have the courage to keep going when things get tough. Do you have courage? Because courage isn't the absence of fear, it's acting even with fear. Fear's going to be there. The challenges are going to be there. But the real measure of your commitment to your goal is how you respond when things get hard. Are you going to sit there, hoping everything fixes itself? Or are you going to step up, face the heat, and show yourself that you're not giving up? The difference between those who make it and those who don't is simple. The ones who make it face the obstacles head on, with courage and determination. They don't wait for problems to disappear, they overcome them. We've come to the point where the real magic happens. It's when everyone expects you to quit, when your own fears start eating you alive, when it feels like there's no strength left to keep going. It's exactly in that moment that you need to take the final step. Persistence is the key that separates the winners from the defeated. Life's going to challenge you in every possible way. It's going to make you question if you're good enough, if you're on the right path, or even if you should have chosen a different one. But the secret isn't in avoiding the tough moments. The secret is in staying strong when the weight of the world is on your shoulders. When everything's against you, when the urge to quit is almost irresistible, that's when persistence kicks in. And it's not about being strong all the time. It's not about not feeling pain. It's about continuing even when the pain feels unbearable. It's about taking one more step, even when there's no more energy for it. Persistence is what turns dreams into reality. It's not the speed of progress, but the consistency that will get you where you want to go. The final overcoming happens when you decide, without hesitation, that you're not stopping. Even when no one's clapping for you, when no one believes in you, you'll be your own motivation. And once again, when you conquer that giant obstacle, when you keep going when everything seemed lost, you'll look back and realize that it was persistence that brought you here. Now, if you're ready to transform your life, remember this: persistence is what's going to make you achieve what others think is impossible. You can be the exception. You can be the one who goes all the way, no matter what. Now that you understand what it takes to achieve success, the real question is, do you have what it takes to keep going? The road will never be easy, but it'll always be worth it. You're stronger now, more prepared than ever to face the challenges ahead. Every step, every failure, every difficulty will be a step towards something bigger. And no matter how many times you fall, the secret is getting up stronger. You've already started your journey. And with each obstacle you overcome, you get closer to the person you were born to be. The only way to lose is to quit. So, go ahead. Don't look back. Persistence will take you farther than any talent or luck.